Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're looking at a product that I've been using now for the past 6 months, and I wanted to share this with you. I haven't done a review for a really long time, and that's just because there hasn't really been anything that I felt has been worth reviewing that other channels haven't done it to death. And so when you come across something new and really there's not many people talking about it, that's when I bring it to you. And today we're talking about a light. Now you would have seen at the beginning of this video, I had a little setup that I built just behind me here to do a little shoot of an aftershave bottle. So I did that with one light only. And if you look at the end image, I feel like it's a really strong image. It's an image that could work very well in advertising. So that was shot purely using this light, and that's what I want to show you today. This is the SmallRig, is it upside down? There we go. The SmallRig RF10C video light. And SmallRig advertised this as a video light. However, you can still use it for photography without any problems. The thing that you'll notice straight away from this light is that the form factor is a bit weird. It kind of looks a little bit like a flashlight. It kind of operates like one as well, but you'll notice that it's got some production features, if you want to call it. So mounting points, for example, here there's another mounting point over here, and there's another one on the back as well. It is a battery operated light. I couldn't tell you how long the battery will last for, but what I will say is that I've run this on full power for at least a couple of hours, and there's no problem. There is on this side a USB-C port for charging the battery. Now you can't take the battery out, so it's not replaceable, but it lasts a really long time, so that shouldn't be a problem. And also, if you wanted to operate the light whilst it's charging, it will do that as well. So if you're going to run it for an extended period of time, you may just have a cable and just power it directly through the USB-C port. On the front, it's got 4 LEDs, and I'll get back to those in just a second, but it also has a zoom lens. Okay, so this light works sort of like a projector, and you can make the beam wider or more narrow, and I'll show you that in just a second. And lastly, it's got a control here. It's the only control for the light. There's no Bluetooth or app for this light. There is one dial here which operates as a dial, so you can turn it, but also as a button as well. So so it's really straightforward. The other thing is that it's a really inexpensive light. I think these are going for about $52 at the moment, US dollars. And I'll put a link to where you can buy this light for that price. I've been hunting around, and the link that I've got in the description of this video should take you to the cheapest price. Now, let me show you how it works. So to turn it on, it's really simple. You've got the dial. You just have to make sure that you spin the dial at least one turn, and then the light will come on. So like so, okay. And like I said before, you've got this lens up at the front, and if you slide this forward and backwards, then you can focus the light, okay, or you can make it larger, right? So when you focus it, obviously you're not just making the light smaller, but the light is then stronger because it's all projected onto one spot, and light is cumulative. So as you make the beam more narrow, you get more light. So if you need to or you need to increase the output of the light, you can do it that way as well. To turn off the light, all you got to do is just push the button, hold it, and then the light goes off. Now, this has multiple colors, but it's not it doesn't do it in the same way that all the other lights do it, where it mixes RGB LEDs to come up with different colors. This only has 3 colors, or I should say 4 colors. You've got daylight, and then you've got, in fact, let me just show you. I'll just turn it back on. Okay, so let me just do it that way. The way that you switch between different colors is by pushing or clicking the button, the dial once. So now we're on daylight. If I click it again, we've got the red light, then we've got the orange light, and then we've got the blue light, okay? And then you cycle back into the daylight. The dial also controls the intensity of the light, or the strength of the light. And because there's no other display, it's really, there's no way to really see when you're at minimum setting or maximum setting. So the way that SmallRig have gotten around that, because there is no display, is that as you turn the light down, once you get to minimum setting, the light will blink. Okay, that means now that you are at the minimum setting. And it's the same thing if you want to go for the maximum setting. So as you keep turning it up, it gets to a point where it gets to maximum power, and then it blinks, and it just doesn't go any higher, any brighter than that. So that's how it tells you whether you're maximum or minimum power. Other than that, there's not really a lot more to the light. I just find that it's a really interesting light to just play around with, and you can get all these different effects with the light as well, because the light doesn't ship just on its own. So in the pack, what you get is you get these little, you get this adapter here, okay, and that mounts onto the front of the light. It's just a rubber adapter, okay. It looks like a bit of a snoot. And then what you also get are these cutters, these little stencils that you get with the pack. Now you get about, I think it's like 20, I think, and there's also different, all sorts of different shapes that you can get with it. And so these just snap into the holder here. So when you turn it on, not only can you use the light as a light source, but also for special effects. Okay, so you can have projections like that onto a wall. And if any of you have seen any of the videos that I've made over the last 6 months, you would have noticed that in the background, often it looks like the sunlight coming in. There is no sunlight coming in. My videos are normally shot at night, and so, but you can still simulate sunlight coming in by using one of these cutters. You can get all sorts of things. One of my favorite ones is the window one. I'll just show you that one. So they just pop out. Whoops, I just blinded you. But they just basically just pop out. And this is one that I like as well. This is the window one. I use this quite a lot. And it just snaps, it's easier with 2 hands, but it just snaps into the holder there, and you can get all these really sort of special effects, and it looks kind of cool. So you can use this obviously for special effects, but I like to use it mostly just as a light source, as you saw in the beginning of this video. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this because, like I said, I don't think that there are enough affordable pieces of equipment that are made that are around in the market that can provide the versatility that something like this can provide, and I wanted to share that with you. Now, one of the things that I will say is that this has only got 10 watts of power, so you just need to be mindful of that. If you're going to be using this with another light, you need to make sure that whatever light you're using is not strong enough to overpower this. So you're going to have to just balance those. But there's ways to get around that, like dragging the shutter and so forth. But for things like special effects behind your subject, for example, or like you saw in the beginning of this video, if you wanted to use it as a key light, you can also use it that way. Anyway, that is what I wanted to show you today. If you have any questions about anything regarding the light or anything that I covered here today, just let me know, leave them in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Again, there'll be a link if you're interested in getting one of these in the description of this video. And I will ask you, if you did enjoy this video, if you wouldn't mind clicking the like button, and also if you want to see more content like this, just click the subscribe button and click the little notification bell, and that way YouTube will let you know when I upload my next video. But that's everything that I've got today. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.